Introduction to Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a P2P, decentralized electronic payment system that creates a form of digital cryptocurrency held by people electronically. It was created by an anonymous software developer named Satoshi Nakamoto, who proposed this system based on a mathematical finding which created a form of currency independent from a central authority, such as a bank or a government institution. Bitcoins are digital, meaning that exchanging money from one point to another is done through a network medium, such as the internet, but can also encompass other mediums, mainly peer-to-peer. This gets rid of the middleman, the banks, and government institutions, making it much easier to purchase things online and having more control over your money. How does Bitcoin work? To understand how Bitcoin works basically, one needs to understand that the Bitcoin system is sort of like a bank ledger of accounts and balances. Bitcoin is relatively simple to use. After installing a Bitcoin wallet on your computer or mobile device, the wallet will generate a Bitcoin address for you to use. Much like how an email works, you can give your address to others so that they can pay you or you could pay them. All final transactions are kept on a shared public ledger called the blockchain, which works simultaneously with the rest of the Bitcoin network. Bitcoin wallets use a blockchain to authenticate transactions and calculate the remaining spendable balance. Example: if Dahir, whose account number will be encrypted, wants to send Hersson, whose account is also encrypted, an amount of 2 Bitcoins, Dahir's Bitcoin balance goes down -2 and Hersson's goes up +2. Because there is no centralized authority governing the transaction between Dahir and Hersson, other expenses dealing with the transaction, such as taxes and other fees, are null and void. Dahir and Hersson's transaction is dealt with the mutual belief that their Bitcoin currency has intrinsic value. We can also apply this to other goods and services. If Hersson wants to purchase a book from a company accepting Bitcoin, Hersson uses his Bitcoin wallet to transfer funds to that institution, and in exchange receives his book. Hersson's balance goes X amount of whatever is spent for the book, while the company's goes up. But doesn't this system make it easily exploitable? Isn't Bitcoin easy to attain? Attaining Bitcoin involves a process known as Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining is a process of extracting Bitcoin currency through a method of solving complex computer algorithms. Miners use computer hardware such as graphics cards, CPUs, and ASIC to solve these equations rapidly, using the electrical power generated by these parts as the resource to make Bitcoins. With Bitcoin mining comes Bitcoin miners. Miners are important within the Bitcoin transaction system as they ensure that the transactions are validated. This gives miners more incentive to perform their actions because they have the power to validate transactions and keeps the money pool flowing. Are Bitcoin transactions secure? Everything within the Bitcoin system is encrypted, ranging from the account to the Bitcoin wallet. This ensures that your account is not exploited by malicious hackers. Each of a person's Bitcoins are tagged with a unique electronic signature that identifies the Bitcoin to the holder, which is later redeemed as an adequate transaction by Bitcoin miners and maintainers in a ledger, who process your encrypted information through the network. The network validates your signature using encryption. Users, however, are ultimately responsible for their own security, which can be breached through user error and negligence.